What's up, everybody? Welcome to another Let's Play here on youtube.com/kindafunnygames. I'm Greg Miller, and this, of course, David Brevik. The name amongst names.
Thank you.
Mr. Diablo, now Mr. Marvel Heroes. How are you, sir?
Doing well, thank you.
I like your Marvel Heroes game. I don't know if I tell you this enough.
You've said this a few times.
I'm a big Kate Bishop fan.
Thank you.
Very excited for Spider-Gwen.
Right.
All right. But
We
now
all are.
Yeah. But rather than show me Spider-Gwen, you've come by with some guy called AntMan.
I can come back and show you Spider-Gwen at some point.
Then I'd like that as well. But AntMan, he's the talk of the town. He's got
He
this
is.
new movie coming out. You got this Paul Rudd fella out there doing his thing.
Yeah, and the early buzz is super positive.
Yeah, which is crazy. I'm excited about it.
Yeah.
But it's another one where everybody's like, oh, this will be the one Marvel screws it up. And like, I don't know.
Right. Yeah,
We're still awesome.
Turns out
Yeah.
they're not going to do that.
So, for somebody watching who has no idea, who's missed my other Marvel Heroes 2015 Let's Plays,
Okay.
action, RPG, MMO.
Yes.
It's
an MMO in that it's not like World of Warcraft, but it's thousands of people in the same world at the same time.
Sure. Free to play.
Free to play.
And it's awesome.
Oh yeah.
All right, jump in. Show me AntMan. What I got?
Okay.
Here? There he is.
So yeah, we have I'm here to show off AntMan today. Here's some of his stuff. We've got he's plays differently than in any other character, which is true with all of our characters. He's got a bunch of different powers that you can spec into. I've done my own little spec here, which is I've taken everything because I'm going to show off all the powers.
Sure,
right?
exactly.
It's not really the way that you would play that.
No,
right?
of course not. This is the benefit of being David Brevik.
And that will at least give me an excuse when I'm out there looking kind of bad.
Well, this isn't how you're.
Right. If I expect it
this.
for real here, that would have been okay.
Meanwhile, on your own message boards, people tearing you apart.
Exactly. So he plays. He's got a different trees. One's a brawling tree, which is very melee based. He's got a punching and some combos with the punching. That's kind of one tree, and his signature power is in that. His signature power, as many people know or don't know, he also a giant man. He can grow as well as shrink. Right. So and so he has a grow power. That's his signature, which is a giant foot stomp. We'll show that off in a minute. And he's got equipment, he's a scientist, so he's got all sorts of like equipment-based things or whatever, as well as, just a little shrink power. It's a little bit of I'm going to shrink myself and I'm just going to stay shrunk.
He's so tiny.
He is very tiny. Well, this is why they call him AntMan.
I know, it's true. I get it.
It goes like this. It works like that. That's the name and the way
what his power is.
Exactly.
Right. It's very special.
Exactly. And so that's his second tree, and his third tree is all about his ants and utilizing his ants to do all sorts of fun things. Yeah, exactly. Ant things. So let me try and see. I've got too many powers here already.
You're too powerful.
It is. But let's show off kind of a little bit of his melee powers here. We're in this mode. There's a bunch of different modes in the game. You can go to different sections. But this is Midtown Manhattan. Mm-hmm. This is an endless mode. So there's enemies constantly spawning here. You just stay in here forever and just level up and do whatever you want. There's no real point to it. There isn't like a story point or anything like that. You're just kind of running around, beating up guys, and getting treasure and things like that. We'll just come in. We're going to come in right in with the stomp. There we go.
That's the one everybody wanted.
Yeah, exactly. And so we'll start off with it right. But he's got kind of a build-up power of this swipe. You can see him. He's very small, but he's got a kind of a build-up.
If you squint, you see him doing ant things.
And as he's doing his things, then he's getting these piles of ants that kind of follow him around and build up his ant bar along the bottom. You see the little notches there. As he takes these things in, then as he does these powers, then he gains more and more ants, and then little colony of ants will follow you around doing things. And so he has a bunch of different. He has kind of a leaping power here that gets him kind of a dash or whatever. But he's also got a power that zips him around and it hits a whole bunch of guys around him. We just did that a couple times. You can kind of see him moving. He streaks around and hits a bunch of guys. Did you see that?
I saw it, yeah. There he goes.
Right, so there you
AntMan.
go. And exactly. And then so that's kind of his bread and butter melee combinations. One punch leads up to another punch. If you did them within a few seconds of other, they're more powerful. Then he also has
combos, I believe it's called.
Yeah, exactly. Combos. Some of us call it combos. I'm trying to look for the right word and I can't find it.
Okay, just helping you out. That's what I'm here for.
I appreciate it.
That's why we're a good team.
I appreciate it. Yeah, apparently I need it because I've lost my tongue. Oh, there we go. So he also has a travel power. We have usually several different travel powers, but he's got a dash that will do damage as he dashes around. But he also has just a flight power, which he gets on his ant. There, his ant steed, and kind of flies around. And he can't really attack while he's doing this, but he can travel anywhere.
He can get everywhere he wants to be.
Exactly, in a safe manner or whatever, or semi-safe manner. Okay, so let's go to his other tree here. He also has. These are a bunch of different ant powers. We already did a few of these here. This is a regen power. This is just simply like a heal, and you get a little buff for a little time.
Okay.
That's pretty straightforward. As well as then he's got this power. This power is like using his gauntlets, and he does an electric shock to everybody around him, kind of thing, in a cone. And so that also debuffs the guy. So you want to kind of do that, and then get in there with some other powers.
Sure.
That's kind of that tree. Then he's got his ants. He's got a bunch of different ant powers. His ant powers. A lot of the equipment stuff is kind of passive powers. So
yeah.
we'll go with these ant waves here.
Now it's funny because Colin Moriarty, not a big superhero fan. You're dead, by the way.
Yeah,
way to create the game
excellent.
and not be able to play it. No, Colin loves ants. Doesn't like superheroes all that much. I think AntMan would be a good fit for him.
Oh, that sounds like it's right up his alley. That's what we're looking for.
Command the ant, the ingenious ant, as he called it on Conversation with Colin.
All right. So one is that he can create ants using this ant hill or whatever. These are kind of ants. Creates an ant hill. They swarm out,
sure.
And they stick with it. Oh, I had to heal. That was good. I was able to heal.
You've played this game once or twice.
I have. But not all the keys are usually set up the way that I prefer to set them up.
Sure.
So it's a little bit difficult there. All right, let's try and generate some ants here. As I fight things, then the ant colonies come in. Now, once the ant colonies are in, I can spend them with these. Oh, I want to do an uppercut using all my ants.
Wow.
Boom! Up comes the fist or whatever.
Cool.
It uses some of the ants. I can do things like I can create a wall to stop the guys from coming through or stop missiles from coming through. I can create a decoy of myself so that they're attacking that instead, and then I can beat up the guys and kind of distract them or whatever. And then. Let's see what this one does. Oh, this is use the ant swarm or whatever that comes around.
So was AntMan the one that when you guys were like, we're going to put AntMan in the game, you guys were like, oh man, what are we going to do with AntMan?
No,
I feel like it's got to be hard to come up with this crazy stuff.
It is. But it's fun.
Sure. Oh yeah, it's a good time.
Yeah, exactly. So it may be difficult, but it's also a lot of fun. So that's kind of the fun of the job is how do we take these powers and make them part of the game,
Yeah, because you always have to have
represent
the
the
trees,
character.
right?
Exactly.
You have to have 3 trees. You have to have all these different abilities on
Exactly. And so some characters are harder than others. Some are easier.
Sure.
And you just try your best. Anyway,
you do what you can.
Exactly. So that's kind of it. Then we'll go with his ultimate power here. His ultimate power is an ant NATO. There we go. Which is just, you're obliterating everything on the screen here, and you're kind of controlling him. He's in the center, you barely see him in there, but and it's kind of a time thing. As it wears out, then that's
awesome.
So there, AntMan and all of his new powers.
That seems like a horrible way to go, getting suffocated by ants.
Yeah, no, I agree. It would be devastating. I think I went into the difficult, by the way, version of this.
Oh, sure you did. Just more excuses.
Two versions, and this is the difficult. Yeah. He also has an ant wave power. I don't think I showed that one off.
We just keep pounding this stuff. We'll keep talking about them.
All right.
They'll see the power. Don't worry. Now you told me Anthony Gettys created this guy all by himself.
Well, he did. He was the lead designer on it. He had a whole bunch of different things that he did a lot of the implementation stuff. There were other people that helped out or whatever, but yes, that in essence, yes.
Look at that. He's come so far from when IGN.
Yeah.
Sitting there eating. Did you ever see this video of him eat 4 burritos at once?
No, I have not.
It was gross.
That sounds pretty.
He was in pain the rest of the day.
Yeah, no, I can only imagine.
You hired him. You're enabling that kind of behavior. I want you to know.
All right, well, at least I know what I've gotten myself into.
Yeah, well, now you do. Yeah, I mean, I'm there to help out.
Right.
Has he ever done a back fart for you?
No, he hasn't, but he offered to demonstrate.
Okay,
and
good.
I declined.
Good. Just to let you know that's another. I hope that was during the interview he offered.
Right.
That.
Yeah. No, it was. Yeah, that's what he starts with, really. Like,
His resume, it's like bullet point of skills, backfart ability.
You should hire me. And that's exactly why. You know,
So then, when something's coming up for the movie, right? Like, because you have a whole bunch of, you're launching AntMan alongside the movie, right?
Right.
He has a whole bunch of different outfits. Do you get to see the movie early? Do you get to see a script early? Do you guys go into a room and read AntMan comics for an entire month trying to figure out what you're going to make this character into?
So yeah, we do. We get a bunch of information from Marvel ahead of time.
Mm-hmm.
So we will. We will go in and get. Sometimes we get to read the script and kind of figure out how we're going to play into it. We'll get reference material from Marvel. They will send, hey, this is what his movie costume is going to look like.
Gotcha.
That kind of stuff. And these are the kind of the powers that he will have in the movie. So you want to emphasize these versus others or whatever. And so there's a bunch of different interactions that we have with them. I'm trying to figure out what were the best powers here. I'm trying to get our combination going.
Ant Tornado is pretty cool.
Yeah, we want to use that for sure. But some of these have kind of cooldowns, but some of them are. All right, yeah, I think we're getting a good play style here together. We'll use our Distractinator. That's a good one. All right, so I think that we've got a good load up here that we should be able to kick some major butt with now at this point.
Look at him go, flying on his ant friend.
Exactly. So, I also forgot to show off. There's one power that like generates ants. That's this one or whatever. And so now I have a bunch of ants that are kind of following me around.
So he's an ant god. He just made ants from
exactly.
nothing.
And it's important to be able to do that. Really, we
have a lot of ants in our house.
Yeah.
And I often say I wish I could communicate with them.
Is this really because of Colin? And
that's why the first conversation with Colin ever was about ants, is because we had ants in the house. And when it rains, they come up. You know what I mean? They come out.
And congratulations on your
3 years. 3 years of making YouTube videos. Yeah.
Exactly.
You're here on the day.
Yeah, that's pretty amazing.
We try, man. Who thought a conversation about ants would lead to all this?
Yeah, exactly. So every time I think of ants, though, it reminds me of Archer. And that's how you get ants.
I didn't watch it. I've seen some Archer, not all of it. I don't mean to offend you. I'm sorry. I know I'm offending you. I see it in your eyes.
Yeah, no, that's okay.
My bad. I didn't mean to.
What
happened? What? Kevin's offended too? Oh, okay. I've seen some of it. I support Aisha Tyler. I'm like, oh yeah.
Okay. Yeah, all right. No, it's great. That show is really funny.
Did you ever hear?
And there's a joke like in one of the episodes. It's like, and that's how you get ants.
I've seen the Reddit meme.
Right.
Do you want blank? Because that's how you get blank.
Yeah.
Okay. Now I'm caught up. Now I'm there
All
with
right.
you.
All right.
Did you ever hear this story about the woman who fell or didn't fall? She jumped out. She was skydiving. Her parachute doesn't open. She slams into the ground, but lands on an ant hill. All the fire ants bite her and sting her, which gives her a shot of adrenaline, which kept her heart going, and she lived.
Wow.
So if you're ever falling without a parachute, look for an ant hill.
Okay. Well,
probably too late by the time you can see it.
Maybe not.
Yeah. And, unless you can create ants like Ant-Man.
Yeah, exactly. Then you know.
Do you have time to play other games, or do you only play your own game?
No, I do. I play other games too.
Yeah,
absolutely. God, I am just getting destroyed here. I don't know really.
You're talking to me. We're having a good time. We're talking about Archer. That's what's happening. You got to focus on Marvel Heroes. Trust me.
All right.
I've got whipped a few times out there. You go over to get whooped down by these bad guys.
Yeah, absolutely.
The mob bosses.
I play a lot of other games. I've been playing recently. The most recent thing I played, because I did this trip to Brazil. And on the plane, I was playing on my. You're going to be a little disappointed that it was a 3DS.
That's fine. I was more afraid you're going mobile.
No,
if you're playing a 3DS, that's fine. It's not a Vita.
And I was playing the Mario Puzzles and Dragons game.
Oh, how was it?
It was pretty good. It's lost a little of the magic, I think, of Puzzles and Dragons.
Yeah.
They kind of overthought what they were doing in some ways, and
Gotcha.
Some of the fun part of Puzzles and Dragons, in my opinion, is the combinations that you come up with their different leader skills that make you feel like you're cheating, and so and they didn't capture that as well in this, so that I was disappointed in that. Okay. So overall, fun though. I continue to play it.
All right, good. That's good enough. That's a ringing endorsement.
Sure.
All right. So that's your review of Mario Puzzles and Dragons.
Yes.
And this is Ant-Man and Marvel Heroes 2015.
Absolutely.
This is out. We're putting this up on the Friday before the movie. Does Ant-Man come out on the movie Friday, the 17th?
Yeah, it'll probably be out the day before. Maybe.
Okay.
So
okay.
Yeah, it's either the day before or the day of.
Okay. Well, Marvel Heroes 2015 is free to play. You have nothing to lose. Go download it, try it, then maybe try Ant-Man if you want to. I, of course, recommend Kate Bishop Hawkeye. She's really cool. When Spider-Gwen's available, she's voiced by Ashley Johnson, so you should play her.
One of the things that we recently changed is that you can go and you can play any of the characters up to level 10. They're all unlocked on your account. So you can play to level 10 on any character, and then you get to choose which one you take past that. Oh, that's
really cool.
And then if you come back a second day, you actually get enough things to unlock a second character.
Look at you guys.
A couple characters you can choose from.
You're taking care of everybody out there. I like that.
We are.
You're good people. This is a good game.
Thanks.
Everybody try Marvel Heroes 2015.
Too bad I can't play it.
Well, no, but just don't tell stories that are fascinating about ants and puzzles and dragons when it happens. For a new Let's Play every day, keep coming back here to youtube.com/kindafunnygame.